Hey guys, this is Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping, and I just wanted to share who won my prize this week for subscribing, and it is Francisca. Hopefully I said that right. She gets the Tropical Escape 6x6 Designer Series paper. Next week, I'll be making a drawing, for a thing of Fast Fuse. So all you have to do is either subscribe or hit share if you've already subscribed. Just hit the share button and I will put you in the running for winning this prize. So let's get started on the card I'm going to be doing today. Okay, so the card that we're going to be doing today is this really cute one that has a really pretty front, but it has this little bookmark that you can tear off. And I wanted to show you how to make this. It's really cute and it adds to the card. I didn't put anything on the inside because I just wanted to be able to put something in there that would say what I want it to say when I tell somebody thank you. So let's get started. We're going to start with a piece of 12 by 12 white, and I cut it to 5.5 by 10.5. You're going to score it at 4.25, and then 4.25, and then you're going to cut it so that this little thing is 2 inches. So when you do, it's going to be, let me double check that I have this right. Where did I put my ruler? Here it is. All right, so I don't want to tell you guys the wrong thing. All right, yes, 4.25 and 8.5. And because we cut it at 10.5, that leaves you the 2 inches right here. So what we're going to do first is we're going to come in with our punch that lets you make the what is this, tag topper. Sorry, I don't know why my brain just goes off when I get on the video. Must be nerves. So you're just going to stick this whole thing in to make sure that it goes all the way up and over. Let me get it in there first so I can show you. So you see that it's hitting, and it's not because I don't have it all the way in. Okay, so that's how it's going to go, because you just need to make sure that this is up against the edge here on this side. So we're going to go ahead and punch that. And then it has that. Isn't that cool? So now we're going to do the scallop part to make it so it'll tear. And this is from the stamp set Stitched All Around. And it has the dies that you buy separate, but it has some really cool ones. This one just does like little X's, and I'm sure that that would tear too, but this one has the tear that you would normally do. And we'll be using other ones in this too. So let me put this aside and come in with my Big Shot. Okay. So here I have my pristine one, and I'm going to make sure that, see, this comes right to the edge. So you're going to make sure that that goes right along this edge. And I am going to go ahead and tape it in place so that it doesn't move on me. And there it is. So I'm just going to tear off a little bit of my removable labeling tape from Post-it, which I absolutely love. I'm going to tear off some, and then I'm going to put it on my pants a couple times just so that it doesn't tear the paper. I don't want it to take that risk. Okay, so I'm going to make sure it's right on that edge, and I'm sorry if my head is in the way, which I don't think it was, but all right. And then I'm going to turn this over and run this through. Okay, let me move this. We'll need it again in just a second, but I wanted to show you how this works. So now it has that really cool edge that you can fold, and it's serrated. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and back this up on the back with a piece of the grapefruit, no, not grapefruit, whoops, Highland Heather. And this is 2 inches by 5.5, because that's what I started with on here. So when I put this in, it should automatically line it up to where it's perfect as a background to this. Okay, so then when I do this, it's just a tad bit off on the bottom, but I don't think that that matters too awfully much. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on, and I think that that's same either way. Alright, and okay, I'm sorry. I just fast forwarded through so you wouldn't have to wait on me finding this. But I am going to put Fast Fuse on, which if you end up entering into my contest, you can win some for next week. Okay, and then I'm going to just put that on here just to give it that pretty look so it doesn't look naked. Alright, and then I'm going to do this onto here, which this is 1 3/4 by 4 3/4, and then this is the paper, and it is 1 5/8 by 4.5. So first off, I'm going to come in with a piece of scratch paper to put under, and I'm going to block off a little bit on here so that I can stamp without it getting onto the, have a nice little border on both sides. And I'll have to move this down just a little bit, but we're good. Alright, I just want it to be somewhat even. Okay, so I'm going to come in with the stamp that comes with this set, and I'm going to just do the top. And I'm doing the middle of the stamp because it does have kind of a pattern, but I wanted to do it of the middle of it. And do it right there. And then down here, which I'm going to move this down. See, it just leaves a nice little edge. And I'm using Mossy Meadow as my color, because that goes with this set. Well, with the paper. Okay. Then I'm going to come in with the lovely word and do that on the middle. There we go. And so now this can be put together with the purple, and it will be on our bookmark. Make sure it's going the right way. Give it a nice border. Well, that's a little bit, well, I should have not had it be so long, but that's okay. We're going to put this on here, and it'll be good. Okay, so now this is the inside, and I'm just going to put these together. One goes on the front, and both of those are 5 1/4 by 4 of the heather, the Highland Heather, and this is 3 3/4 by 5. And I think, which I didn't do on my sample, but I think it'd be pretty, is to come in and do this at the top to make it all go together. And put this on. That's why I joined Stampin' Up! And why I started buying is that everything coordinates and I love it. Because I started off as a scrapbooker and it's so hard to match everything. Okay, so now there's the one side, and now we just have to do the front. And that is with this piece again. That's the 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to come in with this die, or the folder, and I am going to line this up and then run it through the machine. So it gives that really nice finish. So I'm going to come in and sponge the edges, because that always makes it look really, dimensional with the cardstock, and I just love the way it looks. Okay, put that aside. All right, doesn't that look pretty with the edges done? All right, so now we are going to come in with a piece of Mossy Meadow and the Thank You plus Versamark, which is pristine. I don't get to do that very often, so I keep this hidden just for me, and if I mess it up, I mess it up. All right. Always you're going to want to do the Embossing Buddy, because especially with white embossing powder, it just for some reason likes to stick to everything. And it doesn't matter if you're up or down, because we're going to cut it out. I did trim my rubber so that I don't have any shadowing. I don't like that. Okay. So we have that, and I'm going to heat set it. I love this stamp set. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my Big Shot again. Let me put the lid on my Versamark and cut this out with the die that comes in here, which is so pretty when you're done. So I'm going to bring that in, and I need my adapter back. Okay, so I'm going to set it up flat here and get it where I want it. Use the Post-it thing again, and then just turn it upside down and run it through. And then look at how pretty that is. I love it. Can you see? Oh, I don't know you can see that very well. Let's put it under here. There. It's got the nice little circles going around it. All right, so I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. Just 3. You want it to be stable. And then make sure you take off the backs. And then I'm going to come in with this ribbon, where else, right here. And I'm going to start it with one piece going off, and then I want to have it have a little loop like that. Then I'm going to have it probably come down this way. Another, whoop, I have a piece of tape on there. Another loop. And then I'm going to cut this and have it go back out. Then I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on top of that because I just covered up my dimensional. Alright, so that is going to go at, oh nope, almost forgot. It's not going to go on yet, it's going to go on here. Whoop. And this is the, oh, I'll have it written down. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. And this was supposed to be, well, let's make it go sideways. I'd rather have it go sideways than up and down. There we go. This was supposed to be on the bottom, but we'll see what we think about it being between the layers. I don't think it looks bad because I got ahead of myself. And this is going to go on here. That's pretty. And then we have the top of this, which is the paper that is 3 5/8 by 2 1/2. And I use both sides for this card, so that's nice. You get to see both. And that's going to go on a 3 3/4 by 2 5/8. Okay, and then that is going to go on the front of this. And I think I like it that way. Alright, and now this is going to go on to the front of your card. I really like this card. I was trying to come up with something to use the bookmark, and I really like it when I can come up with something that's my design that I still love and I don't question whether or not it's good enough. But there you go. So here's one, the same one with this underneath the white, and here it is underneath the green, so you can see which one you like better. I like them both, but I think this one's a little bit lumpier, so you probably want to put it under the white. But that's what happens when you get a little carried away and ahead of yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to check in next week to see who won the Fast Fuse. And once again, congratulations, Francisca. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.